In this video, I'm going to show you how to customize your Mac so that you can work more efficiently in the in-person class here at Fort Hays. The first thing we're going to do is pull down the Apple menu and choose System Settings. And you can adjust a lot of things in the system settings. We're going to adjust a few things. The first thing we're going to do is go to the Control Center here in the sidebar, and we're going to choose to reveal some of the items listed here so that they appear in the top of our screen kind of near the clock. We're going to show Wi-Fi, we're going to show Bluetooth, we're going to show AirDrop. Down here where it says Sound, instead of Show When Active, we're going to choose Always Show in Menu Bar. And that gives us these additional icons. And now if I want to turn the Wi-Fi on or off or change networks, I can do that right here. If I want to turn Bluetooth on or off or pair it with a device, I can do that right there. And if I want to change the sound output of the computer, maybe for Google Chrome or for Apple Music, I can do that right there. Moving on, we're going to go down here to Desktop and Dock. And there are a lot of settings you can play around with, but the one I want to highlight is this one that says Show Recent Applications in Dock. And I'm going to suggest that you turn that off. And the reason for that is that it will show the recent applications you used down here, and it sort of gives you double icons, and it's very confusing. Next, we're going to go to this part. Now, I'm on a MacBook, so mine says Touch ID and Password. Yours is probably going to say something like Login Password. Click that, and then up here it'll say a login password has been set for this user, and you want to change it. You're going to put in the old password. It might be 1234. It might be 5678, something simple like that. And you're going to change the password to your Columbus City Schools student ID number. And then you're going to write that number in again there in the verify spot, and then hit change password, and that password will be changed. Finally, in the settings here, we're going to go to the mouse category and click on Mighty Mouse Settings. And here, if you have an Apple mouse that doesn't have two buttons, it just has this one kind of surface, we're going to change the right-hand side to secondary button. That's going to give us the ability to right-click. I'm going to click Done, and we are done with our system settings. Now I'm going to go to the Finder settings. In the Finder menu, Settings, and it will start off on General. I'm going to click on Sidebar, and I'm going to make sure every box is checked off. Now, when I open a Finder window, all of the possible locations are listed in the sidebar over here, instead of some of them being hidden. Next, we're going to populate our dock with appropriate programs. So when you first open an account on an iMac, it gives you a bunch of programs that you probably don't need in the dock. I'm going to simulate that with the programs I have here. So to remove an icon, you just click and drag it up until it says remove, and then it will puff away. It's got a very satisfying sound. Now, if I attempt to get rid of ScreenFlow, which I'm currently using, it did remove, but it's still in the dock. That's because it's open. Open programs always appear in the dock here, and they have a dot underneath them. So even though it looks like it's in the dock, it's only in the dock because it's currently open because I'm making this tutorial video. So we're just going to ignore these programs for right now. Instead, I'm going to go to Applications, and I'm going to make sure that my window is very close to the dock. I'm going to add a few programs. I'm going to drag Ableton Live 12 into the dock. I'm going to add Calendar into the dock. Microsoft Word. Pro Tools. And finally, Stickies. You are welcome to add other programs to the dock, but these are the ones that you must have to get started with for the year. And you can arrange them however you want. One note, if you miss the dock, let's say you accidentally drag somewhere else, you're going to have this icon with like a black arrow. That's a shortcut. You don't want those, so I'm going to get rid of that. You also want to have your documents, downloads, and applications in the dock. So again, in that Finder window, I'm going to go to the sidebar here and just drag the Word applications into this side of the dock, and it pops up there. I'm going to right click on it and display it as a folder, and now you can see the applications folder. Same thing with the documents folder. View it as a folder, and I'm going to make sure downloads is viewing as a folder. So that's it. Once you've done that, you'll be all set for the year.